Bailey's got a contact outside the prison. His name's Sherman. He's feeding Bailey all his financial information. He's probably trading for him as well.
Excellent, Cheatham. Excellent. How did you get this?
I overheard it. Got his address, too. Only 6 miles from the prison.
What do you mean you overheard it?
I listened in. Haven't had a chance to listen to most of it. 90% obscene calls, I expect.
You tapped a phone?
Yeah, just the payphones. You said you wanted to hear what they were saying.
Does that amount to a warrant from the Home Secretary?
Uh-huh.
How did you get it?
Well, there's a big drugs operation being run out of Reading. I've got a mate on it. They've got a warrant, so we just added the numbers, make it seem part of the same case.
You and your mate could be thrown out for this. I don't want it.
Morse.
Sir, to you, Sonny. And if I see or hear a whisper of anything more like this, you'll finish your career as a night watchman. Now get out.
Don't tell me you've never broken the rules.
Not like this.
I don't believe you, sir. You get results.
I get results by using my brain.
Not with these people. You won't get near them. They can see you coming, and you know it. Shall we go and see Sherman?
Hello, Val. It's Morse. Is Lewis there? He's still at the station. No, it doesn't matter. Good night. Yes. You talk to him. Redeem yourself.
Mr. Roland Sherman, Sergeant Cheatham and Chief Inspector Morse. Thames Valley CID.
FTSE shares began the new 2-week account with an opening fall, but the December FTSE futures contract shot up to 37.3, but the FTSE itself traded higher.
What exactly is the relationship between you and Alex Bailey? I work for him. We deal on his behalf?
No. Research. I collate information.
Really?
It's complicated.
We have lots of time.
I analyze companies. Study reports, balance sheets. Look out undervalued assets as investment possibilities.
And does Bailey profit from this research?
Not yet. when he gets out.
And you? Will you profit?
I have enough money.
Do you profit?
I get paid for my work.
How often do you go to the prison?
I don't. It freaks me out.
Well, how do you communicate with each other?
He sends a bike round, a courier.
Who?
I'm doing nothing wrong. It's a prison officer, George something. George Newcomb.
And what does George get
That
out?
will be all for tonight, Mr. Sherman. You've been most helpful. You will keep our little chat entirely to yourself, won't you?
Yes.
Good. Beer, Lewis. I need a beer. And I haven't got any money.
Sherman was lying, wasn't he?
No, he was telling the truth.
Well, he admitted he's working for him. Surely
It
that's
doesn't
the case.
follow that he knows what Bailey's up to. Sherman's just a source of information. Too much liberty, Cheatham. Liberty plucks justice by the nose. Ironic that it's so hard to pin down people already locked away.
Look at this, sir.
Who's that with her?
Archer. Prison doctor.
Inspector, I didn't know this was one of your haunts.
It isn't. I was in the neighborhood.
Let me introduce you. Stephen Archer, Chief Inspector Morse. Stephen's the prison doctor.
Oh, yes. Your opinion was somewhat inaccurate in the Cryer case, Doctor.
Incomplete rather than inaccurate.
Of course. Mrs. Stevens, I wonder if I might have a word.
Stephen, would you mind? Could you get me something to eat?
Would you know what was going on at Farnley, Mr. Archer?
Oh, I'm just the doctor, Inspector. I confine my attentions to medical matters.
What do you know about syringes?
As I said, I am a doctor.
What's your problem, Morse?
The usual professional one, catching a killer. What's yours?
Running a prison in trying circumstances.
Did you know that one of your staff is acting as Bailey's private courier? George Newcomb. You all right?
What does that matter? What do you think the Home Office do when a prisoner dies? Send a note of congratulation. Thanks, that's one less to deal with.
There'll be an inquiry.
Which you'll be part of, Morse, and whatever you dig up.
I don't know.
You better believe it. For those who don't like Farnley, or rather, for those who don't like the way I run Farnley, it's too good an opportunity.
Morning, sir. On the razzle, were we?
On the what? Why are you so disgustingly cheerful?
Cheatham was wrong, sir. Oh, that's why. Those investors weren't all expatriates.